Okay, so what am I going to talk about in this video? Well, the Real Madrid and Liverpool game last night. To be fair, I did not expect much from this game at all. And to be quite honest with all of you, I expected a hammering. With the likes of Ronaldo, Benzema, Bale coming back. Well, I expected like a 5-0, and especially with the team Brendan Rodgers picked. I was not happy with that team. But that team proved me wrong. If they played this stronger side and they performed like they did at Newcastle on Saturday, we'd be complaining everywhere. Because we were very, very, very poor Saturday. We didn't even look like scoring against Newcastle. We didn't look like scoring in this game, but we played better. That is the main thing. And sometimes, actually, we haven't said this in a while, but we actually defended brilliantly. Kolo Toure, who knew he had it in him? What a legend. Fair play. Kolo Toure. Happy days.
If you want some, I'll give it you.
Yeah, okay, they lost 1-0, but I saw enough in that performance to say that those players who were on the field at that moment in time wanted to play for the shirt and they wanted to fight for their places in the side. We see the strength in depth with the bench. The bench had Gerrard, it had Sterling, it had Coutinho, all came on in the second half. We raised our game a bit when they came on because they're our big guns, and we still managed to keep Real Madrid out, even though Cristiano Ronaldo had a pretty off day. I mean, normally he's lethal. Yeah, he wasn't the same player last night, and we got undone by a goal of absolute quality. Fair play, brilliant goal. Karim Benzema, one of the most prolific strikers in Europe, in the Champions League. He scored 2 at Anfield. One was a magnificent header, and one was a truly scrappy goal, which pissed me right off, to be honest. So after that, I said to myself, thanks for coming, boys. We're gonna get hammering now. But that didn't happen. We actually matched Real Madrid on times, and they kept them out. And yeah, their counter-attack is absolutely lethal, but we kept them out on times because they were doubling up on the Real Madrid players, especially Ronaldo. Every time he had the ball, he had to beat 2 players in order to get some space. Only like 2 or 3 occasions I saw where he had the space all around him, and that's because we doubled up on him. I think Alberto Moreno was one of our best players last night. He had attacking intentions, but defensively he was good. And Kolo Toure was exceptional last night. It really surprised me how good he was. Maybe he should play. Maybe he should play against Chelsea on Saturday if he plays like that. Because he was an absolute tank last night. Fair play. Fabio Borini fought for his life. Had a disallowed goal when Sergio Ramos went down. That was not a free kick. He went down too easily for my liking, so it should have been 1-1 in my opinion, because he did put the ball in the net. But Fabio Borini, you know what? I've been one of his biggest critics, and he's showing that he wants to go in the team. Fair play to him. And who else fought? Well, actually, every single player in the side last night fought for their lives. Adam Lallana was okay. Lucas, he didn't give the ball away a lot. When he did, he was saved by Mignolet. And speaking of Mignolet, he was good last night as well. I think they did us proud last night, to be fair. Those criticising Rodgers about his team selection, can you name me one player who deserved to start against Real Madrid after a poor display against Newcastle? Apart from Gerrard, really. Apart from Gerrard, who was probably our man of the match against Newcastle. At least we didn't get thrashed. That's the most positive thing we can get out the game. Another positive, we stopped Ronaldo from scoring. He may have got an off day, but he didn't score. That's a positive itself. It's just a shame that they weren't more adventurous and actually went for it. If they did, yeah, they could have been done on a counter-attack, but if they were a bit more adventurous, maybe they could have got something out of the game. I mean, if we got a point against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, that is a terrific result. But bear in mind, this is Real Madrid. These are the European champions. That team that Brendan Rodgers put out last night realistically stood no chance of beating Real Madrid. But they were composed, they passed the ball well, they really proved me wrong, and Rodgers proved me wrong, because I was doubting him. The team selection, I thought it was going to be an absolute hammering, like 5 or 6-0, but only 1-0, I'll take it against the European champions. Yeah, okay, it leaves our Champions League hopes hanging in the balance. Basically, we have to win our remaining 2 games to get through to the knockout stages. If we play like that and have a bit more threat going forward, then maybe I believe that we will go through to the knockout stages, because it is our first time in the Champions League for 5 years. So we weren't expected to take the Champions League by light. So storm the Champions League on our first campaign in 5 years. And so especially when Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona all getting stronger. And that's another thing. We should have signed a couple of world-class players, but the players we did have last night, I think they did us proud. And I was quite happy with the performance. Yeah, they lost, but they lost with dignity. Just put that in, okay? Take it from my perspective. They lost with dignity. I'm very critical of Brendan Rodgers this season, to be honest, because of his signings and his tactics in the Premier League. They just weren't working at all. I was incredibly frustrated against Newcastle because they didn't even look like scoring. I can't even remember if they had a shot on target. But in the Champions League, they played Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, and they only went away with 1-0. They could have even got something out of it. So we were in the game from start to finish. And that's an achievement by itself. We just need to take that team spirit into the Premier League, and we will be shooting up that table. Maybe not for the title, but for the top 4. Like all of us, we love the Champions League. And when your team is in it, it makes it even better. So I'm going to end it right there. So thanks for watching, guys. What are your thoughts on the game? Did Liverpool impress? Or was it the same old story? And I'm approaching 250 subscribers. I need 3 more. 3 more, guys, to get to 250 subscribers. You can find three legends who will subscribe to the channel, get to 250. I've got a subscriber special in mind. I just need to script the idea and try and make it as entertaining as possible. Hopefully it will make you laugh your flipping asses off, like I said in my update vlog. So cheers for watching, and remember, Reds fans everywhere, you will never walk alone.